Hi, my name is Chemda. Do you know what that's like? Do you know what it's like to have a name where you have to go to say it? Here in the US, I mean, it's a little bit easier in Israel, but no one wants to say Chemda. I don't want to say it. People will say it wrong. I'll be like, yep, nailed it. And then I get to hear my name wrong in so many different ways. Oh, it's endless. Chamada, Chamita, Churnda, Chemda, I understand. Kamda, Kamita, I said that already. There's more. There's more. Churnda is one of the top level best. That was a good one. Um, but yeah, no one wants to say it. It's a letter that doesn't exist in the language in the country that I'm in. So when I introduce myself, it's so uncomfortable. And I always have like this meekness about it because it's like, hi, I'm Chemda. You're not going to hear it right. You're not going to know what I said anyway. So I sometimes say it low. And then because I also feel like if I overpronounce it, it sounds like I'm being really rude, like just like Chemda. But when I meet someone with a name that's like different, unusual, first of all, I'm not immune to how you feel about my name. I go like, oh, that's different, in my head, and it's like, oh, that's a tough one because it's hard to remember. It's not like it's Susie. Hi, Susie. Shout out to you. Everybody can pronounce your name. And so yeah, so I have to say it again. Sometimes I have to spell it, and I totally understand. I am not bothered by people asking me over and over again or asking me to spell it. I try to make it easy for people. I say it's kind of like hemda pants, hemda, and I give them permission to say hemda because I know hemda is like just weird, and I don't even know if you can hear the difference when I say chemda and hemda. It's different. To me, it sounds like a totally different name, but it might be that most of the people listening to this will go, you just said the same thing. And I understand. And, and the way you say, if I introduce myself to you and it's the first time you heard my name, um, and you don't say it back, I know you didn't hear it. Like if you don't go, huh? Minimum, huh? Or you are Israeli or know of one or for some reason have learned something about it where you could say it. But I can hear, even in the people who say it right, I can hear that you're still foreign to this name because it's a foreigner name. And then sometimes that's the thing. It's a foreigner name, so it comes with a story already. Where are you from? I know I also look like this in the United States. So, but once I say Chemda, it's usually followed by where are you from? And I know a lot of people who grew up here and have the ethnic face, the obvious name or whatever, the very telling name. I know some of them are like, oh, I'm from Queens. Like, you don't have to say the origin because there's something disrespectful feeling about it. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean when I look like this and then out of my face says, hi, my name is Chemda, a thing that you're going to have to study. Like the thing that you will avoid saying the name of, for salespeople, they go say the person's name. I think salespeople, that's why they call me Miss Khalili. I think, and my name is not Khalili. I don't know how that flew by. It's Khalili. Yes, it's a double whammy, but for some reason, my family grew up calling themselves Khalili in America, so I am Chemda Khalili somehow. It's, again, very strange because your name will never, if your name is Chemda, in this country. And again, fair enough. If it's that, you won't have your name said correctly most of your life, most of the time. And let me tell you something, it's not common in Israel either. I was born there, I was raised here, I've been here since I was 4, but there's not a lot of Chemdas there also. When I introduce myself in Israel, um, they say, oh, Chedva, that's a completely different name. Again, I don't know if you heard the difference, different letters, different sound. And so it's not even common there. And I didn't grow up there anyway. But the not common aspect of it does have its ups. Like you know, for example, I have Chemda.com. Now, that also means I'm old, so I caught things, when they first started. But by then, John.com was already taken and, Tommy and all of that. But I got Chemda.com. I also got the YouTube channel Chemda. It's just my name. But here's the thing. I can't just say things like Chemda.com. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how to type that in. And there's different ways of typing it in too, just like Hanukkah. So there's CH, H, KH, and that's another thing. I spell it wrong because my teachers taught me CH, but on documents it's KH, and it doesn't matter because it's going to be mispronounced anyway. And then another question is, have you ever met another Chemda? And I have, and it's very strange, because I was going to high school, and then in my junior year, I believe it's my junior year, in my junior year, several people came up to me and said, hey, a Chemda transferred into our school. So we ended up meeting, and she told me she has been hearing like, oh, your name is Chemda? There's another Chemda. And now I feel like, I think it's very strange when people go, did you ever meet another Chemda? And I'm like, yeah, in my high school. Like I went to the neighborhood of Chemdas. Like it was a common name. It was just as uncommon. It was just as weird for us to have met and to go to that school. And she even transferred out. I think she was a grade above me. So maybe I was a sophomore, but she had 1.5, 2 years, something like that left. And we met. I never saw her after high school. And yeah, we didn't keep in touch. I don't think like we repelled each other. We met because everyone needed us to meet. And it just was like, cool. Okay. And then it just was over and we were friendly. But she was cool too. Like not the kind of cool that I would be or can be or are or whatever. She was like, tie-dye t-shirt cool. Maybe I am like more, it was a different vibe. Not that far off though, now that I think about it. You know what? I think her last name is Mizrahi. If this is you, hi Chemda. If there's a Chemda listening, oh my God. Hello, let's start a club. I don't know how many there are of us. Is there more beyond the one that I met in high school? How did I meet someone in high school named Chemda? And never again in my life. I've been back and forth to Israel. I don't think I ever, no, I don't think so. Anyway, I was named after my grandma, but guess what? Her name's not Chemda. The only thing the name has in common is the ch part. Now, also, in all fairness to my parents, they did not know. They did not think they would be moving outside of Israel or the Middle East or anywhere. So I think when we got here, it was like, it's just another thing that's foreign about us. Now, what's fun is that I'm with someone named Xerxes. Ha ha ha. This is the first time that I get to watch over and over again. People go, wait, is that your name? Is that your real name? And there's a whole thing about his name. But now my name is ignored and I know they didn't even hear it. And it's like, at least we can pronounce his name. But it's like too, like, I think it's comical how, like, Xerxes and Chemda, like, Do you know a Xerxes? Do you know a Chemda? Which is more common? I think after the movie 300, maybe Xerxes got more common, but mm, uh, can you say my name? Can you? I said it a few times. Did you hear it? I understand if you still can't. I understand if you never will be able to. But should I understand that? It would feel really good if everyone could say my name correctly. But I don't expect it and I don't anticipate it happening. I don't predict it's going to start. But hmm, let's see where I travel, where I end up going. Maybe they could say it. Thanks for listening to Chemda. Chemda. Goodbye from Chemda. This is Chemda over now.